Hello children, I welcome you back to our virtual learning session. Today we are going to study our English poem The Wind. But before proceeding ahead, let us discuss the qualities of wind, children. By the word wind, what all thoughts emerge in your mind? As winds, as their structure consists of the delivering part of giving coolness to our body, where it embraces us through its cooling and soothing nature in the one part, where in the other part it causes destruction as well. Correct? So these are the two diversities of wind as its character. So today, through a poem, we are going to study about the qualities of wind and how a human has to react and cope in the situations while he is in a emerging position in forming of a new structure. Clear? So let's slide ahead to know more about the poem Wind. So here you can see the poster of the poem, where the introduction of the poem is given by its chapter's name, Wind, where you can see the image, the imaginary image of a wind being circulated in the form of image, where you can see the image has been formed a structure of showing that it is blowing out. So the quality of blowing gives us two aspects, as we discussed in the earlier slide. Yes, it can even soothe us, and at the diverse point it can even cause distractions. So we have to be prepared for every aspect of the wind's nature towards us. So getting to know in detail about the qualities of wind and who has penned down this particular poem, we will see in the coming slides. So this particular poem, The Wind, has been written by Subramania Bharati, and it was later on translated from Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. So in English it was translated by A.K. Ramanujan. Earlier the original poem was been penned down by Subramania Bharati in the language of Tamil. Subramania Bharati from 1982 to 1921 is a great Tamil poet famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era, while A.K. Ramanujan is a Kannada and English poet well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. So this gives us a brief idea of both the Indian poets and the value of wind, of them being portrayed in various languages. So let us go ahead. So starting with the poem, children. Wind comes softly. The poet is talking to the wind. Wind has been given the human quality. Wind has been personified. So our figures of speech personification comes into existence over here. He is requesting the wind. Our poet is requesting the wind. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Please don't destruct the shutters of the window. How are these shutters? It is half open and half closed. So while you have the passage to flow into the shutters, even if you have that particular quality to get inside the room through the shutters of the windows, please get into it in a more relaxed manner, and please don't break the shutter of the windows. He is requesting the wind. Don't scatter the papers. Scattering is papers being thrown here and there. So because of the wind, the quality of the wind, when the wind is blowing, he is asking, please not to scatter the paper. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. So how are the books on the shelf? We see children, they are organized, right? They have been kept in a more accurate manner. He is requesting the wind, please see the strength of the books to get obliged with you, to actually stand in front of you. Please see the weight of the books. Okay, so don't throw the books on the shelf. Please don't scatter the papers. Please don't push down the books from its shelf. There, look, what you did, you threw them all down. So the poet is telling, instead of requesting, you have done your part. Yes, there, look what you did, you threw them all down, the papers and the books on the shelf. You tore the pages of the books. That was the way of causing destruction to the books. The poet is telling, as you know that the pages are fragile, the books are, it is not in much weight. You threw them down as the pages were fragile. It was not ready to be in contact with you. Clear? So you as a destructor has torn the pages of the books as well. You brought rain again. What is the meaning of this? You brought rain again means you have, collapsed the small things. See, where we took the example of the shutters of the windows, we know the shutters of the windows are not very strong. Yes, so this signifies the human quality, children. Clear? So if we are strong by heart, yes, and if we do not allow the other person's attitude to affect our thinkings, our thoughts, obviously our process is not going to break. Correct? So here the poet is giving message to the humans through the winds. He is asking, keep your heart and mind so strong and the shutters of your mind so strong that the criticism that goes all around it must not affect you at any part of the time. Clear? So don't scatter the papers. Papers are our thoughts. The criticism is been given the quality of the wind. So don't scatter the papers. So the criticism, the wind should not be allowed to scatter our thoughts, that is the papers. We have to be reluctant, we have to be strong. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. He is telling, please don't affect the humans in such a bad way. The thing, if anybody criticizes you, right, the criticism is a win because it is coming in a more forced manner, right? So don't allow the criticism to shake your entire thoughts, to shake your entire process that you have been planned out to reach towards your goal. Clear? You have to be very, very strong. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. If we are weak children, if we are fragile, soft, and if we allow people's thoughts to influence us, to change our mind, the criticizers won't be weakened, we will be weakened. Clear? So you tore the pages of the books. So the criticizer has already influenced into your mind and he has actually ripped apart your thoughts. Yes, where he has influenced your mind in such a way that the planning of your goal is being shattered into pieces. You brought rain again. After such destruction, the human at last feels the pain, yes, and he starts crying. So here, when the fragile books are being thrown down, when the pages are torn, and the wind has again brought the rain, here again the criticizers have actually diminished your thoughts. They have ripped you apart because you are fragile, you are not strong, and due to that you are in pain and you have started crying. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So here you are very clever. Wind as a destructor, if we are talking about the criticizers. See, the criticizers, the people who are your competitors. Not every competitor is a healthy competitor, children, right? The competitors play as a negative role as well to put you down. So see how clever the criticizers were, poking fun on you as you were weak, right? So you are very clever at poking fun at the weaklings. Here, who is weak? The window shutters is weak, right? The book is fragile. The papers are so soft and fragile that it has been torn out due to the wind. Clear? So I gave you the example, the comparison, what the poet wants to tell through this poem, the exact message that I have given you now. So here we understand that we have to be more strong, and nobody's thoughts or feelings, those are negative, should make a influence, can make a change in our life. We have to be as strong as when we take birth, because when we come into the world, we feel the first existence of the substance we are being put through, correct? We are so strong. So this should go the entire life. Let us go to the second para, children. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Frail crumbling houses. The houses is been compared to the human body, children. Crumbling doors means the fear of being a failure, the fear of being criticized by some person. Clear? And because of that criticism, your inner strength becomes less. So crumbling doors, your inner self is weakening. Crumbling rafters. Rafters are the support given. For example, if there is a room to be built, the ceiling that has been put, clear, that is the rafter. So crumbling rafters. Here, your ceiling is your thoughts, your head. So your thoughts are being crumbled. It is crumbling. It is not stable. Crumbling wood. Wood is used for the structure to be formed, the supporting structure. So whatever your thoughts are made up of, okay, to execute a plan, you need some structures for it to form. So the crumbling of the structures, crumbling bodies, the thoughts that make the bodies weak, crumbling lives, just because the plan did not work out, correct? Actually the soul inside us tries to crumble. So crumbling lives, crumbling hearts, where if a person is not able to come out of the destruction, yes, his heart has been crumbled. He is not able to get up from that certain point of time. So here we can take Thomas Alva Edison, where his whole lab was burnt out. His theories, his findings were all burnt out in the lab, but he had the determination. This example I'm giving you for the whole paragraph, right? Frail, weak, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, rafters. For this, I have given you the human examples: crumbling wood, bodies, crumbling lives, and crumbling hearts. If you take example of Thomas Alva Edison, as I told you, his entire findings, his entire theory was vanished in some minutes due to the fire that emerged in his lab. But he did not lose his confidence. He started from zero, and now we know the value of persistence. That is, try and try until you achieve. There is no end actually in trying. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. So this is the destruction. Here in the picture you can see the women. You actually, given the quality of wind, they are doing, they are crushing the winnows and they are putting down the grains. So their quality has been given to the wind of crushing all the structures, all the plants, and the wind god winnows and crushes them all. So even though we are blessed with the different personalities, blessed with different sense of mind, the one quality that we have to have is to be strong in any circumstance of life. Clear, children? So let's go to the third paragraph of the poem.